bringing his cruiser to do it. I'm sure he's really proud of that thin blue line crap. Y'all decked out in police gear for this?
Yes, sir.
Yeah?
Yep.
You're not on duty though, are you?
Surviving, that's what I'm doing, man.
You on duty or not?
On full-time duty right now. Getting paid by the Clarksville Police Department. Is that what you're asking me?
Yeah.
No.
You're not? Why are y'all in the uniform and everything?
Because it's my uniform.
Is that your issued sidearm from the department?
Yeah, that it is.
What would happen if you had to use that here?
Do I have to use this?
No, I said what would happen if you had to?
What would happen? You tell me.
Is Crawford your boss?
No.
No. What's your name, buddy?
Supervisor. He's not my supervisor.
Got you. I'm Chris. Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Foreman.
Foreman?
Yep.
Okay.
C Foreman.
C Foreman?
Yes, sir.
So you're at Clarksville though, right?
I'm a Clarksville police officer.
Okay.
Yep.
You know, what I've been told, well, what I've learned, records indicate, is that the officers that are working off duty here have been utilizing the resources from the police department, which would look...
All right, everyone. This encounter begins in a way that's become increasingly familiar. A man stands in a publicly accessible area with a camera, and before long, officers begin asking questions. They want to know why he's recording, what his purpose is, and even why he's wearing a mask. Rather than becoming defensive, the cameraman calmly responds with his own reasoning. He points out that someone intending to commit a crime would be unlikely to stand in plain view while openly recording everything around them. As the conversation continues, the officers shift from casual questions to a more investigative tone, attempting to learn his identity. The cameraman declines to provide it, and instead introduces himself with a humorous nickname, making it clear that he doesn't believe he is required to surrender his privacy simply because he's being questioned. What starts as a routine conversation quickly evolves into a broader discussion about constitutional rights and the limits of...
How to do that?
Yes.
Like by who though?
It's been cleared by higher ups than me, sir. If there are issues with that, then you might want to take it up from someone higher than me, sir.
I didn't say I had an issue. I'm just checking things out. Just asking people who would know. You know what I mean? So I did have a question about it. What's that?
And then you probably have to ask somebody that's higher than me.
So like Clarksville PD?
Yeah, that'd be
Palmer?
Yep.
Okay. So I have learned from Palmer that he didn't have anything to do with you guys working on the security detail. That's what he says anyway. Is that true or no?
You'd have to talk to him about it.
Okay. Have you ever known him to lie?
Ask him to lie? Mm-hmm. He's not a liar if you ask me. I've never known him to lie, no.
All right. Because he did on video say that he didn't have anything to do with the security detail here. So, and then to the best of their knowledge that you guys have not been utilizing the resources from the local PD departments to do this job as a third-party contract. And then I learned that...
I'm going to be honest with you, man. I'm not going to continue this conversation with you.
Continues, the discussion turns toward one of the most common issues raised during public interactions. Can officers require identification from someone who is lawfully standing on publicly accessible government property without identifying a specific crime? The cameraman repeatedly explains that he has done nothing unlawful and argues that simply holding a camera does not create reasonable suspicion. He also emphasizes that the property is open to the public and maintained with public resources. Meanwhile, officers continue asking questions and encourage him to leave the area. Neither side changes its position, and the conversation gradually shifts from simple questioning to a larger debate about authority, individual rights, and the legal standards governing it.
Yeah. Hey, can you move your car out of that fire lane too, by the way?
No, sir.
You don't mind doing that? Would you mind?
I'm not going to move it.
Okay.
I'll tell you why I'm not going to move it, because they told me that that's where they want me to park.
They do want you to park
Private
there?
property, so that's where I'm going to park.
No, you're right. If you have private property.
There, so I'm going to leave it there.
So what's the point in them having a fire lane though? So what happens if there's a fire and you're inside?
For emergencies.
What if you're in here dealing with like the shoplifters?
First responders.
What if you was in here dealing with the shoplifter or something in the office and didn't know the back of the store was on fire?
I would prioritize the situation, sir.
Hurry up, move the car?
Yeah. I would, handle the situation for me.
Right. How often do you see Crawford?
Hardly ever.
Right.
I don't know what that matters, but hardly ever.
Well, he hardly ever works. That's why. Kind of a problem. He's got you guys. How many of you all are there now working third-party security detail for?
Don't know.
Okay.
Good time.
Was about 6. I think it's changed a little bit. But yeah, I do have a lot of questions. I don't
No, I'm not the guy that's going to answer.
I don't like that my tax money is going towards doing the same thing you guys are supposed to be doing anyway. You know, so like if you're a Clarksville cop and there's in Clarksville, if they had a problem, they should be able to call the Clarksville Police Department on tax money and say, we got a problem, we need police. We shouldn't need to hire you guys utilizing the same exact resources to do the same job that you're already getting paid for. You know, and I know that's a problem, like they shouldn't be doing it, but I don't know if they quite realize what they're doing when they do that. But you guys are not supposed to be using all that stuff. You're not supposed to be carrying an issued firearm. You're not supposed to be wearing the Clarksville City Police Department uniform. You're allowed to take the car home, and you can park it wherever along the way. But what are you doing about the gas when you come here instead of going home? How are you paying that? See what I'm saying? It's an issue. You guys should be working security as security, and that is it. And leave your other job at home. Leave your other job at work. And that's what I got a problem with, because that's my money.
Changes noticeably when additional supervisors arrive. While one officer remains calm throughout the interaction, others immediately instruct the cameraman to leave the area. He responds by asking a straightforward question. If members of the public are allowed to walk through this location, why can't he remain there while recording? That's when the encounter takes another turn. Officers explain that someone reported him attempting to check vehicle door handles in the parking lot. The cameraman strongly denies the allegation and points toward the security cameras covering the property. Rather than relying on reports alone, he encourages officers to review the available footage before reaching conclusions. As both sides continue discussing the complaint, the interaction becomes less about photography and more about the evidence needed to.
We sit at home and make our ends meet. You guys need to be fair and do it right too. Got it? You cool with that?
You have a good day, sir.
You too. Hey.
Intensifies. Officers continue requesting identification based on the complaint they received. The cameraman argues that an unverified allegation, standing alone, does not automatically create a legal obligation to identify himself. He again encourages officers to examine their own surveillance footage, maintaining that it would confirm he never touched any vehicles. Frustration gradually builds on both sides. The cameraman believes he is being confronted without sufficient evidence, while officers continue investigating the report they received. What began as a relatively calm conversation slowly develops into a prolonged disagreement over legal authority, investigative standards, and the proper way to handle.
Hello, sir. How you doing? We called the other day. We need to speak with the detective about some illegal stuff that we know about is going on.
Who'd you speak with?
It was just whoever answered on the weekend. I can't remember who he was, but he was a
There's no
superior.
detectives here.
We got to talk to somebody. Is there anybody higher up that might understand federal rules?
What do you need?
We got to make a report on a whole group of police officers that are violating law.
Well, we don't do that here.
You do that here.
No, we don't.
Sir, what's your name and badge number? No, don't close that window. What's your name and badge number? You just smashed your fingers.
Smashed his fingers. Good job, dumbass. Attaboy.
Don't open that window.
Why not? I need to do business here. This is my place. This is where hey, look, this is mine.
Sir, do not open this.
This is my place. You open that window, boy. Open that window.
Your boy.
You not my boy? You work for me. Open that window. We need to hire up. That guy right there is illegal as shit. I don't know who that idiot thinks he is.
He smashed his own fucking fingers. What a retard.
We need help, sir. Are you an officer?
No, I'm gonna get you one.
Yeah, man, just not that crazy.
Tensions continue rising, the discussion expands beyond identification and turns toward freedom of expression. The cameraman openly criticizes the officers, arguing that even harsh criticism of government officials is generally protected by the Constitution. Officers express concern that the interaction is becoming increasingly disruptive. The cameraman disagrees, maintaining that any disruption is the result of the growing police presence rather than his own actions. He also objects to being physically touched during the encounter and continues requesting accountability from those involved. Throughout the exchange, his central argument remains consistent. Without evidence of unlawful conduct, He believes there is no lawful basis to compel identification or remove him from an area.
It was right as I said I need to report other police
We
officers.
don't do that here. Well, yeah.
They do. We've already gone through all this.
Like, they've got to stop neglecting their duties because they're protecting the lower unlawful swine.
Unlawful cops. That's what it's about. He didn't shut that window until I told him it was other police officers.
Indiana State Police Sellersburg Radio, this is Scott.
Hey, Scott. We need a supervisor stat at post 45.
Okay, who is this?
This is Chris. My name's Chris. We just had an officer slam the window in our face. Literally, we're trying to report illegal activity.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
There should be somebody there at the post.
Yeah, but he just slammed the window in my face, man. I need a cop that knows what he's doing.
Chrissy, what do you want?
What'd you say?
Your name Chrissy or?
Is my name Chrissy? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
Oh, is your name Tyrant, motherfucker? Is that your name?
Must be.
What's your last name again? Nagel?
Yes.
All right, Nagel.
Chrissy?
Yeah, I thought, yes, it's Chrissy.
And-
So I thought last time we were
everybody
here.
on your website to make sure they look at your mother, how you treat your mother.
Oh, you're going to try to make some defamatory statements against me right
no.
now?
I
You want to get personal?
His mother's a
So you want to tell me something?
What do I want?
How would you know about anything in my personal life if you didn't run an illegal investigation,
I
Nagel?
never have.
Oh, really? Who's my mom?
I don't know her name.
So you don't know about me and you're
But I
just running
watched
your trap.
video on how you treated her.
You didn't watch no video about my mom. I don't post nothing about my mom.
Anything involving Jay,
somebody else did.
stupid.
Who did?
Stupid?
You are stupid.
You are stupid,
You're
Nagel.
building.
No,
This
you
is
need to
not
do
your
your job.
The tone of the encounter begins to change. One officer adopts a much calmer approach and asks a genuine question. Why conduct public photography audits in the first place? Rather than arguing, the cameraman explains that the purpose is not the camera itself. According to him, the real focus is observing how public officials respond when they know their actions are being documented. He argues that professional officers generally have little concern about being recorded, while misunderstandings of the law can sometimes create unnecessary conflict. The conversation slows considerably, becoming less confrontational and more reflective. Instead of debating individual accusations, both sides begin discussing transparency, accountability, and the role public oversight plays within government.
Get the notepad out.
Nope. Goodbye.
Do it.
Do
Why, you gonna protect the other cops?
Ass.
Was you trying to intimidate me, you big large mother? Huh?
No, I wouldn't intimidate you.
Was you trying to? Because you
No,
don't scare me.
No, I wouldn't want to.
At all. You're an idiot, man. Why's your
Why
lip
are you
quivering?
twitching? Why are you so
You
jerky?
okay? You got a health issue?
Should we
Oh, yeah.
call an
You on
ambulance
drugs?
for you?
I have health issues. No.
Yeah, let me talk to this
You're going to do
guy.
your job.
Hey, listen to me.
We don't put up with that.
That is unprofessional. You guys have to take a report
No, we
as
don't.
you are.
Yes, you
state
do.
police.
No, we do not.
Yes, you
No,
do.
Any agency.
You have to take a report. What?
Unlawful activity. It is your all's duty.
Nope.
Whatever you want.
Learn your job.
Voluntary statement. You can come in here and write it down, and you can submit it.
We're going to submit it vocally right now.
Going to
Can I
do
tell
a
you?
report.
We're not.
Who are you?
Who are you? Because if you were put here to help these fellers, all you're doing
You
is...
guys, I just posted a video saying you all were doing so much better here. We were actually trying to give you an opportunity to make up for what you did earlier.
Is get YouTube.
That's wrong.
That is
You're
wrong.
absolutely
Actually,
incorrect.
let me
How
tell
would
you
you
what
say
this
that
is.
without knowing what we're trying to report?
You have no clue.
You keep coming in here.
Yes, and the last time I came in, I said you all did great by allowing
We have to
the
have these
complaint forms.
cameras because y'all don't do
Let me
your
find a
job.
voluntary statement form for you. You can
I'm not going to
fill
put it on a form. I'm going to speak it to an individual that I feel like I can trust,
What?
which police officers.
Should we call 911 for you?
Comes to an end, the cameraman summarizes the purpose behind his actions. He explains that his goal is not to provoke conflict or interfere with police work. Instead, he believes these interactions demonstrate whether constitutional protections are respected when government officials are being observed. He also points out the difference between the officers who remained calm and those who immediately became confrontational, arguing that the contrast speaks for itself. Despite repeated allegations involving parked vehicles, he continues maintaining that available surveillance footage would clarify exactly what occurred. Ultimately, everyone leaves without further incident. But the larger question remains. Did this encounter represent an unnecessary escalation over lawful public recording, or was it simply the natural result of officers responding to a citizen complaint? As always, viewers are left to examine the facts, consider both perspectives, and reach their own conclusions.